Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to make a multi-pocket page embellishment, and I have cut myself 5 pieces of pattern paper. You can use whatever you like, and they are 4.5 by 7, and I've cut them that size because I'm going to put them into a flip-flop journal that measures 8.25 by about 5. So, this is going to be my back page and this is going to be my front page. So I'm going to work from this way. Now, this is really simple and I'm sure that you have all done something like this before. You can use all sorts of paper for this. Now, you can fold your papers over. So say, start from this corner and just fold that down whatever you think, so like that. Burnish that down, and that would be your first layer. So that's your first pocket. Then take this one, we're going to put this from this side, so we'll fold that this way, and we might fold that down further, like so. Now, these are not measured or anything like that, they're just as you like. So there we go. That one at the back seems to be a bit short, or this one seems to be a bit taller, but I can trim that off. Okay, so what I want to do is have those first two meeting at the top there, like so. Then we'll take our next piece, and this will come in here, and this will, this is going to fold under like that, so I'm going to lose that floral. Can I get it any other way? No, not really, because that's going to, okay, so I'm going to lose the floral, so let's fold that. We can fold it as sharply or as narrow as we like. So I'm just going to go for about that fold, and then that one will come down here. So those two start at the top, and then from there on it's just a matter of choice how far down you put them. So you can see I'm starting to go below my page length. Okay, and then this is going to be my last one. So I've got I've got 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets. This will be 4 pockets. So I'm going to fold this one, is going to fold from this corner. I'm going to fold that back like so. Oops, it's easy. I didn't really want to do that. And let's just say I'm going to do it that narrow, and that's going to go on there like so. So there we have basically our pocket. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up so that I've got a pocket on the back here, which is not really what I wanted. I wonder if it's too late. Can I smooth that out? Hopefully I can. So I'd rather have that as my back. So that's going to be the back of the pocket. So this one I will fold down, because I don't think this pattern really blends in with the others. So I'm just folding this down at a random fold, and that will go in behind there, like so. I'm making a bit of a mess of this, aren't I? So they go like that. and then that one can go there, this one can go here, and then I'll fold that up over that. Alright, but before I do that, I want to take these to my sewing machine and sew on them. Now the other alternative is, of course, that you can cut these off. And because my cardstock is a fairly sturdy cardstock, that is exactly what I am going to do. But I just thought I'd show you the folding method. So let's trim that off. So as I said, these are just random. You can measure them, you can make them all the same, you can make them all different, you can take them right over. You can see that this one's quite a sharp angle. A lot bigger than the others that I've done there. So once again, it just depends on what you're working with, whether you trim them off or whether you would fold them under. I did one with book paper and I folded that one under because they're pretty thin. So up to the top with that one, and then I don't know which one was next, maybe that one can go there, then this one can go here, and this one can go here, perhaps down like that. Now we have got some offcuts here that we could even use as more pockets, so you know that one could go there like so, and then this one could come in here like so. So we'd have to cover that up, but you can see what I mean. It can more or less go on for as many pockets as you like. That would have to come down like that, and that would have to come down like that, so that we go down to the end of the original pocket size. So bearing that in mind, I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and stitch around. I'm just going to stitch on these sloped edges, and then I'll come back and we'll put the pocket together. Okay, so I've done that, I've stitched around everything, so now I'm going to start attaching them to my page. Can't remember what order I had them in, but so we'll just start with any. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch around the whole thing and stitch these in place. So I'm just going to add a couple of little dobs of glue to keep these in place so that I can stitch around them. Get that nicely lined up. Okay. So that's the first one. Now we'll use this one. So that one can go up there like so. A couple of little dobs of glue here and there. We'll line this one up with the top and the side. Okay. I don't know why that one's short. Must have miscalculated when I was cutting. And this one we can pop down here. Drop that down a bit like that, I think. level. Now we need to trim this off across the bottom. So we can see where we're going. And then this one, I'm going to pop down there and drop it down about like that, I think. So like that. Now this one, I'm not going to cut this one off. I want to fold this one over to the back to make a pocket. So I'm going to get my scoreboard and I'm just going to score along the bottom of that piece of cardstock there, like that, just to make it a little bit easier to fold up. And you can see that I've already stitched along that edge, so I'm going to fold that up like that to make a pocket. Burnish that down and just put a little dab of glue here and there just to hold that in place for now. And then I thought that seeing as how I had these two pieces, I may as well use them. So, that one, that has to go like that. Perhaps to the end of that, and this one can go down the bottom here. Need to bring them both down to the bottom like that. Okay, so just a little dab here and there to keep those in place. And this one here. Go here. Okay, now I haven't inked these, but you could easily ink if you wanted to. I probably should have inked, in point of actual fact. I usually ink, but I will ink around the outside edge of the whole thing. Now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around the whole thing, which will also catch my back pocket. Alright, I'll be back when I've done that. Okay, so there we go. I've stitched around it and I've got my pocket at the back, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets here. And I've got my little flip-flop journal here, so I was thinking that I might add this to just a page here. So I could add that like that, and I could have another pocket here. Oh no, I'll lose my pocket on the back if I do that, won't I? So perhaps what I'll do is I'll add a pocket on one of these pages and stick that in the pocket, so that will just sit in the pocket like that. So imagine that this piece of cardstock is big enough to be a pocket. Actually, have I got a piece? Yes, I have. So do I want it on there or on here? I could make it on this page, because the idea was that all of the pages in here will be blank just for writing, and the only parts that will have anything will be these parts. So I think I'm going to do that. Do I want to use the same paper, or do I want to have a contrast? I think I'll go, I'm losing that nice picture, and I'll do it on this page. What else have I got here? I've got that. That goes nicely, doesn't it? And then that could sit in that. Like so. And that way we can still use both sides of it. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it that same height. Now I need to just mark the width. So I cut it there. Do I want that one, or do I want the darker colour? I've got both of them in there, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Got this one, but that's sideways. Would that matter? Probably not. I could have that colour or that colour. I think I like this one actually. I think that's my favourite, because I've got that colour up there and it sort of brings it all together, doesn't it? Okay, decision made, it's going to be this one. So let's mark that there and trim it. I haven't got a big enough desk, so half of my equipment is kept on the floor when I'm crafting, so I have to bend down and pick it up as I need it. Okay, and of course you know I'm going to stitch around it, so I'll go and do that and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've stitched around that and I've inked around it as well. And one of my kind viewers left me a comment one time about this pulling in the corner, that I could increase my top tension and decrease my lower tension, or the other way around. But to be honest, I don't even know how to change my tension upper or lower, so I haven't done that, but I probably should investigate, find out how to do it and do it. So now all I have to do is attach this to my little flip-flop journal. I don't know whether they're called flip-flop journals or flip-flap journals, but they both sound pretty similar, don't they? This is the first time I've made one, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with it so far. I've seen heaps of them on YouTube. Thought, well, it's about time I gave it a go. Alright, now I'm not going to decorate any of this today. I'm just doing the construction. And as I said before, you can also make them with a book page. Now I did this with, this is a fairly old book and the paper is reasonably thin, quite thin. And so I did the fold over method so that the top part is reinforced. But as you can see, I did it exactly the same, even with the fold up pocket at the back. I actually folded the edge of that paper over just to give it a bit more strength. So that's what it looks like in book paper. Another, I think it looks great as well. You know, that would go in any journal really, wouldn't it? It's too wide for this journal, but it will go in something. Okay, so that is probably dry enough for me to pop that into now. Now because, no it's not, because it's going into a pocket, I won't embellish much. I will put some tags in each of the pockets and on the back, and that will probably be enough to for the thickness of the pocket. I should have actually made this a gusseted pocket, shouldn't I? I had plenty of paper. I could have easily done it. I just didn't think about it. So, yeah, so that's my project for today. I've done one in pattern paper where I've cut the tops off, and I've done the one in book page. Well, I didn't do this on screen, but this one in book page, I've folded the tops of the pages over, which I showed you with this originally. By cutting off your fold over bits, you do get these pieces that you can add extra down the bottom if you want to. I mean, how far do you want to go? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets there. That's, you know, that's a lot of pockets. And then you've got the one on the back as well. So anyway, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, I'd love it if you would give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already a subscriber, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. It all helps me. So thanks again, and I hope you can join me when I post my next video. Okay, bye.